Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers that listen, apostle of great millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today, we're going to go into a little short video clip today. It's an article that I saw, and this will give you really an idea of the times that we're living in right now. The times of great wickedness and unrighteous decree that's going on here in Great Babylon, America. Before we get started here, let's go into the first scripture. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. And it says, Egypt shall moan, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. And one of those plagues and punishment that's coming on Egypt, which we know this place is called spiritual Sodom in Egypt, is homelessness. Now, homelessness isn't just being outside. There's a whole lot of other conditions that you have to associate it with being homeless. Suddenly you're a prey because you're out there in the elements amongst people that see you as an easy target. Your health is going to change because you no longer have access to a refrigerator, a kitchen to cook a nice meal. You're now depending on either handouts or fast food or whatever else that's going to come your way, including scrounging through the garbage. So this is a horrible situation to be in, and this is one of the judgments that the Lord is bringing on the people here in Great Babylon, America, at the hands of Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. So let's take a look at this short clip here.
Housing crisis is nothing new for Clark County. Last week, Fox 5 told you about how so many rental units are left empty after residents are evicted. The harsh reality is that more and more people are struggling to keep a roof over their heads in Clark County. Fox 5's Victoria Saha gives us a look at the numbers.
There are hundreds of empty rental units throughout the valley. Those units were once someone's home, safe place, and peace. Peace that's been taken away from someone who's been evicted.
We still see the same case flow, and it's pretty demoralizing how many people get evicted on a daily basis.
Harrison Bond is a consumer rights attorney with the Legal Aid Center of Nevada. He tells us on average there are up to 70 eviction cases going on through eviction court daily.
I'm in court 3 or 4 times a week, helping different people prevent evictions or get them more time.
90% of those people are told they need to move out.
We have a lot of people who come in that they had one life-altering event, whether that's they lost their job, they went to the hospital for a week, or car problems, and once they fall behind, they just can't catch back up.
We got the numbers from Clark County. These show us just how many families were forced out of their homes from Las Vegas and Henderson. In 2023, more than 30,000 were evicted from their rental unit. So far this year, that number is just over 5,000. And it doesn't seem like it's getting any better.
There's just not enough low-cost units here to supply the demand that's needed. So really, it's just a vicious cycle of people having to pay too much for rent.
But there is a sliver of hope. Bond says the county is working with families to get assistance with their rental applications.
Still an uphill battle.
A battle that they will continue to help those struggling fight. Victoria Saha, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
Now, as you saw in that clip, some of the things that stood out to me was the fact that they have many buildings or many apartments or many houses that are standing empty. So here it is now, we in the wealthiest country on earth, the most well-off nation on this earth, the nation that gives away billions of dollars, to other nations, to supplement their war package, helping all these other nations, or at least that's what we're told, but yet still, they rather take you and throw you out of your house and leave the house standing empty or sitting there empty, leave the apartment building sitting there empty. And this is what happens, when you are under the rulership of the wicked. This is the book of Proverbs 29 and 7. It says, the righteous considered the cause of the poor, but the wicked regarded not to know it. They're not coming down, these wealthy people, the short callers on this earth, they're not coming down and looking at the poverty here. I mean, wouldn't it make sense if you're the short callers on this earth, the ones that are really, pulling the strings, wouldn't it make sense that your subjects are happy, that you're doing a great job? If you want that worship, Wouldn't you want to do things that's going to make the people happy? But that's not the way Esau does it, okay? Esau does it through what is known as the stick and the carrot, okay? And right now, there's a whole lot of stick going and there's less carrot, okay, that's being dangled in front of these people's face. Right now, all they have in front of them is wicked acts, like what we saw on television in these, music award shows, all these demonic, worshiping and, these idols that they put out there to keep the people, who have the ability to waste their money, okay, to continuously be entertained, okay? But see, the righteous, we consider the poor. We consider the cause of the poor. We are amongst the poor, okay? Yahweh Shemashah told us to go on the highway and the byway to preach to the poor, okay? This is why we give out, okay, this gospel and this truth, this hope to the 130 elect of Yasharallah, okay? That at some point in time, we are going to be taken out of this place. We also warn our people about the fact that the man that they bow down to and worship so much that they think is here to help them is in fact here to destroy them. He in fact was created to destroy the wicked, okay, on the left side, okay, of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 14:5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. I mean, there was a time that you would never see these Edomites on the streets in such great numbers. Okay, yeah, you might see, some drug addict back, 20, 30 years ago. You might see some Vietnam vet out there, and a lot of time they reject the help that they were offered. But now what you're seeing is middle class Karens, middle class Bobby, okay, upper middle class Karens, upper middle class Bobby, are now being evicted, are now being thrown out on the street, cannot afford their $1 million mansion anymore, cannot afford their 6-figure salary mortgage that they have come used to. For once in their life now, they have to struggle. They have to walk amongst the people that they despise the most, which is us so-called Blacks and Americans and Latinos. And who can they blame for this? They have to blame their king. Okay, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which is who? Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. So these people that walk around all proud. I am white. You're a black. You're a brown. You're Latino. You're African American. They sat back and smirk when Rodney King got his ass beat. They sit down and they smirk when you walk around. You march for equal rights. When you cry out. When Yasharallah cried out for just some relief. And here they are now amongst the poor, being neglected by the kings that they actually run and stand in line for hours for to vote for. Okay, so we bring this warning out to Yasharallah because these people are not our king. This man is not our king. No matter who they put in that doggone wicked seat at the White House, it's not our king. Our Malak is returning in great power and glory, and the world would tremble. Even before he even gets here, they would only see his sign and they would start to tremble. Okay, so this should give you a sign right here. Okay, his actions don't tell lies. Actions speak louder than words, and his action is, I'm going to throw you out in the street and I'm going to keep those buildings there empty. Let them collect dust. It makes absolutely no sense. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 26 and 25. It says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. We know the heart of the wicked. We consider the house of the wicked. We've seen what they do. We inquire on what they do through all of the media, the readings that we do, the news footage. We will listen to their people who everybody else calls conspiracy theorists, even their preppers who go to their way and they bring out some news to us. And we filter those through the scriptures because it's all written here. It's all written here. It says, when he speaks fair, when he promises you the CARE Act, for example, okay? So where's the care? Where's the care? Does this homelessness, does this look like care to you? I mean, come on, think about it. Does this look like care to you? Look at it. This is great. This is America. Does this look like care? Okay, a nation that has enough resources to eradicate hunger on this earth, to eradicate homelessness, diseases, and yet still, this is the preference of these wicked men that sit in the power seat right now. But that's okay, because without them doing this wickedness to bring this place down, which this is the Lord Yahweh Shemashah's judgment, okay, but he's using Esau to do it as a whipping stick. okay, we would have our kingdom. We desire to get out of this. This is not our place of rest. So this must happen. Okay? But you take a look at it. Okay? There is no care here. There is no type of action that is being implemented that shows that this man cares about even his own people. Never mind the so-called Black Americans and Latino. So you people have not figured out that Crackinocchio, which I like to call this man a Crackinocchio because he lies like Pinocchio, can't tell you the truth. Okay, let's close over the book of Psalms 146:3. It says, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help." We don't put our trust in this man. This man can't cure a crap. We have been to pray for this man since each and every one of us, were reincarnated or regenerated in this life. We've always been to pray, one way or the other. Either injected with something, you're chased by somebody, you live in constant poverty, you're subjected to being put to death when you go and step outside your house. Okay? So these people who are going to be out there evicted, those people who are going to be thrown out of their homes or out of a shelter, okay, they're going to be prey, they're going to get sick, and they will be forgotten. How many of you, let's ask yourself the question here, how many of you even think of a second thought of somebody you see sitting on the side of the road looking all filthy and dirty? You don't give them a second thought. And this is what's going to happen to millions upon millions of people, because Babylon right now, the jobs is evaporating. And eventually we're going to see chaos. Okay? We trust in Yahweh Shemashai, not in Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, no matter what the hell he says. So I'd like to close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Shemashai by Shemar Kakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone, likewise brothers out there putting out the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom.